What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with another aggro deck. I don't know, my bread and butter, honestly. When it really comes down to it, it does feel like the ones I play the best. I am okay at combo decks, at mid-rangey stuff. Control is definitely my weak spot, but I feel comfortable playing aggro, and I have been putting up not so many aggro decks of late, so I'm going to keep this little trend going. I've got a few more aggro decks lined up, so stay tuned. We just showcased the Rakdos aggro deck, freaking phenomenal, like undefeated except for one bad flood against Swayze, but otherwise just absolutely loving the Rakdos one. If you haven't checked that video, go check it out on the channel, and of course leave a like and all that stuff. It definitely helps me out. But I've done enough rambling, so without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Elspeth Soldiers, mono white soldiers, a deck that has disappeared. At a certain point it was right up there, like top tier, best deck in the format, yada yada yada, and now that position has been taken by mono white humans, which is also the top tier deck in the format, and it's the the white aggro deck of the day, and everybody seems to have forgotten about poor old soldiers. There's still some people playing Azorius soldiers because that continues to be a very strong deck, but I honestly think there's a good argument for the mono white version. And because we get to play with some really nice cards, and it's definitely a big change from the previous iterations of mono white aggro with soldiers, where there was just the Myrel. We still did not have the Archangel Elspeth. We did not have access to the Dusk Legion Duelist. So getting to play some sweet new cards, as well as a full playset of Invasion of Gobakhan. I'm not going to bore you with going over all of the, cards here. We definitely have seen enough Recruitment Officers, Thalias, Valiant Veterans, and whatnot, and Brutal Cathars, to make anybody feel sick. So we know how those work. So I'm just going to touch upon some of the things that you need to be aware of. Thing number one, you cannot play this deck without Thalia. I mean, I was definitely thinking about other things. There's some great other 2-drop soldiers. Could have even just been the one. Look, you know what we'll do? We'll try a few matches with both of them, just to really get in the lab and test some things. I was definitely looking at the Guardian of New Benalia as an alternative. Also, the Sun Gold Sentinel for some graveyard hate is great. Even just the new Copper Coat guy. However, not all of your soldiers are humans. We've got vampires, we've got cores, and things like that. So gonna keep playing with Thalia just because it's obviously such a broken card, but because of that, there's some things you need to be aware of, and that is specifically with regards to the Invasion of Gobakhan. If you flip the Invasion of Gobakhan into the Light Shield Array whilst you have Thalia in play, you're still casting it. And if you do not have a 1 white mana available, or any 1 mana available, you will not be able to cast it. And it's I've done it in testing, and that's why now I'm warning you guys. I learned from my mistake. I did the mistake once. It'll never happen again. You still get the tax, and it's still a non-creature spell, and you need to have 1 mana available to cast your Light Shield Array if you have Thalia in play. So just remember that. Other cool things to note: the Archangel Elspeth, just freaking amazing in this deck compared to the full playset of Myrel, or like 2 of 3 of Myrels that previous iterations are running. Elspeth is just by far the better option. I find myself often able to +1 happily without needing to worry about Elspeth dying, because we've got plenty of creatures standing in front of her, and therefore getting the -6 off has happened in testing more often than not. And against like a very removal heavy deck, it feels so nice to return essentially your entire battlefield back to the board, because you've got only really 3 drops that matter. There's just the 1 of Myrel in the deck. So just fantastic. And then the -2 on your Dusk Legion Duelist, giving it flying and 2 +2 +1/+1 counters, and of course drawing a card, which is just another amazing addition to this deck that especially the white version didn't get to play with the 3-drop blue soldier that draws cards, so there was no card advantage. Now we're putting +1/+1 counters on the Dusk Legion Duelist with the Siege Veteran. We're putting +1/+1 counters on the Dusk Legion Duelist with Archangel Elspeth. We are putting +1/+1 counters on the Dusk Legion Duelist with the Light Shield Array. So, and you know, you can also exile, you know, do the thing with the Valiant Veteran once it's in the graveyard. So plenty of ways of putting counters on the Duelist, which will you know, draw us plenty of cards. And you know, the fact that it's got vigilance, and when you give it the flying as well, it just feels really, really good. We were of course also getting some card advantage with the Recruitment Officer's mana sync ability, and we're removing things with Lay Down Arms and Brutal Cathar. That's it. I'm done. That's enough talking. Let's jump into some games and see how the deck performs on the Mythic ladder. Something a little more like banal and obvious. Golgari aggro looking great as well. Probably keep that. It needs a little bit of fine tuning, but you know, because yeah, just mono white soldiers, they're boring. But like no one's playing it, and really, really, really good win rates. Like I'm slapping the ladder with this deck. So let's hope not to get hit with some streamer's curse now that I've gone out and say that, and we just lose every single game. But honestly, so far, oh so very good. Hello, Mr. Good Game. Great hand. Wouldn't mind a third land, or would have probably preferred a second white source for the Lay Down Arms to be better. But anyway, Recruitment Officer into Thalia always feels good. Okay. Golgari? Or you just running dig up for the, you know, ensuring you make your lands? Okay, Golgari it is. So definitely Thalia next. Let's hope to find a ooh, Golgari ramp. Nice. Okay, okay. Unleash them. I was thinking breach the multiverse, but now I see the mountain. I'm not so sure anymore. Oh, Brutal Cathar, your ace. So many people still playing this card. It drives me. It's gonna be bad. Just get out of my life. This is a 2-drop, so it can be lay downed. Another land would be really nice. Cool. Okay, even better. Now they get rid of our Thalia that allows us to play. Okay, so it's just freaking domain again. Cool. Does life get any better than this?
You will rot in the ground.
You will rot in the ground. I knew it. Somehow I just knew it. He's gonna take our Brutal Cathar. Ah! What did he get? Basically nothing. Yes, please. And you milled another one of your own breaches. Everyone be breaching these days.
I never fight alone.
Sure, man. Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
Finish what we started.
Dr. Evil has escaped. Let's hold back on this, Elspeth. That's nice.
You can't resist the inevitable.
Life is so good, mateys. Why not? Let's give something else flying next turn.
I am a shining blade in the dark. Spread your wings.
Bye-bye. Off you go, Mr. Ramp. Please don't come back again. Bye-bye. Very nice. Very nice. That was sick. Little tiny soldiers getting underneath the breaches and all the other nonsense that these ramp decks are pumping out these days. Honestly, like, probably got a bit lucky there. I've had these turns where they like breach, hit an Atali, the Atali hits an Atraxa, and the Atraxa hits another breach. And you're like, okay, then like, okay. I'll just concede. I'll see myself out. No Gobakhans, though. There were some there. They got milled by the breach, but there we go. There she blows. I like going if with this sort of hand you go Gobakhan 2, not something that can hit, you know, because usually you play something that can then hit the Gobakhan. Okay, mono red aggro. Great. That's one less play with fire. Plenty of white sources for our laydown arms. Is pretty nice also. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. You ain't gonna be coming back anytime soon, my friend. Swifty boy into another play with fire would be my guess here. No? Double Swifty boys. Sure. Next turn, Gobakhan Veteran. Elspeth's gonna be great here. Maybe even just the Elspeth for the life gain. Nahiris. So yeah, I think it's gonna be finally we can actually flip this thing. Great. Now we are cooking with gas. deck just keeps on giving.
This fight ends now. We fight together.
He's giving me the good game. We can also find a card with the old officer here. Gobakhan is so sick, man. What a freaking sweet card. I want to ultimate the Elspeth, so I hope he doesn't scoop now. We don't have much to bring back. Oh, what? Whoops. Misclick. Sorry, guys. First misplay of the night. Probably not be the last. I mean, he's just going through the motions at this point. GG. We got there anyway with my glaring misplay. Gobakhan freaking MVP. Sorry, Mono Red Aggro. That felt phenomenal. Oh gosh, I love beating you. Woo. Such a nice match. Very, very good. Alright. Swift 2 for O. Let's keep this ball rolling. It's a pity that I think they knew, they always know a little bit ahead of time, right? That I believe they design sets like 3 sets in advance or whatever. That the Anthem Lord guy for soldiers is a core soldier, so it doesn't get the ward from the Copper Coat Vanguard. Shui shui. Shui shui. Oh, I should have put my Elspeth avatar. I had Klex on for the trial runs of the Jund Battles deck, and then it just never quite panned out. Let's load the board here. So this is the Battle of the humans, the mono white, different versions. I wonder if he's actually just playing my version, but with the actual land off the top would be nice. I'm worried about... Okay, this is fully exactly my version of the deck, but instead of playing certain things, he's going for the Vanguard instead. What is the most problematic thing here? Probably Thalia. You would think It's the Myrel, but... Well played, opponent. Misa likey. You did good. We lose. We just lose.
I am a shining blade in the dark. Have courage.
Too much board state. There's no way I'm getting around this. Good game. Very nice. You see? This is how you should play soldiers. Not... I don't think humans is the way to go about it. Probably should have done this last turn. I think now we're just whatever, like trying not to die, but we're dead next turn anyway, so whatevs. You just love it when that happens. We can't survive this, unfortunately. Brutal Cathar. Nah. Swing with everything, and we lose. Ah! No! No! Freaking Myrel. Maybe I should put 2 Myrels in the deck. I do like my Elspeth, and I wanted to showcase some new cards, but Myrel is busted. When it goes off like that, it's busted. Alright, first defeat in the mirror. Slightly different take on my same brew. I wonder if he was even playing, because when I was first throwing it together, I wanted to put the Copper Code Vanguard in the deck, and then I was like, okay, well, let's just cut the Anthem. It's good, but it's not that good, right? Maybe we can just play without the core and just put all the humans in the deck, and honestly, not too shabby as well, as we just saw. But I just want to play new cards. Mostly, I'm a huge fan of the Dusk Legion Duelist. So, Gobakhan. So boring. Alright. Let's lose to the enchantment player. Okay. You're telling me there's a chance here. Hee hee. Now he's going to do the double trigger thing with the Michigos and hit us for a huge amount of damage, unfortunately. Okay. Could we stop bricking, please? I mean, flooding, sorry. Okay. So, if he goes for this... It's still enough. we can still Eiganjo you. Block you. Use Gobakhan. Myrel in the house. So you're telling me there's a chance here? Oh, the moment of truth, everybody. Does he have enough removal to get around my pile of trash? I don't think so. Now we just need to find a way to get some flying going here. You know, with Elspeth, obviously. Okay. Would we rather draw or get down another body? I think we'd rather get the draw from the officer. There's Calyx. Brutal Cathar, let's go. Ooh. Huh? Freaking Floodfest. I know, not amazing, but whatevs. This guy's legendary. He's just flooding, so that's cool. Can he do that? I think he can. Brutal Cathar, you beauty. Off the top. Hey, we're flooding a lot with this deck. I'm surprised. I mean, there's 24 lands, sure, but we've got like 4 drops and things. I'm starting to think Myrel needs another copy. That was phenomenal, like, but okay. Let's keep doing the new cards thing. Myrel is obviously busted, but it does need to swing, and I do prefer to give my Dusk Legion Duelist flying with the Elspeth. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Nice. Whew. Was pretty worried it was going to be a counter spell there. So probably Shark, Typhoon, Shark dude, Sharky man. Okay, maybe just gearing up for a depopulate next turn. Oh, Jace. What's going on, mate?
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. Organic minds are easily claimed.
Well, at least a depopulate will get us 3 bodies now because of the siege veteran. Was to be expected, and now we lose the tax on Elspeth, so I'm gonna start plussing to bring back my stuff.
Follow my light. Form up on me.
Form up on me! Have you got Fateful Absence?
This is our fight to win.
Have you got anything worth mentioning? Wandering Emperor? No Emperor in the Azorius deck. Holy cannolis. He's scrutinizing. It's Mind Splice Brew. We're gonna be bringing everybody back. Please let me get my combo to go off, please. Just well, combo. Just let me ultimate my Elspeth once for the camera. Don't concede. I wish there was a button that said like, "I'm making content. Please don't scoop." Ah. Yes, damn it. Hey, well, we were gonna, and that's all that counts. 32 minutes in, we got time for a few more matches. Undefeated except for the mirror. Nice. Beating on Selesnya Enchantments. Super nice. Gobakhan there was just fundamental in that match against Selesnya. Fundamental. Like, picking those cards out of his hand. Putting him on the back foot. It seemed like we'd lost. He had the Michigos, all that broken Selesnya enchantment stuff, and we still weren't able to. Infernum Dodge. Doge? Infernum Doge. Very nice hand. Yes, yes, yes. Gobakhan is here to say hello. Phoenix. Let's hope we find a land for the siege veteran next turn. And let's hope he just doesn't find any burn spells. He's probably just going to double drop these guys. Yep. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Ba 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 na na ba 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 ba. Oh yeah. Etchings here is problematic, of course, for us because we don't get the death triggers. I would have honestly just gone for the other dude. Okay, so flying. Anybody?
So long as I am earned my blessing.
I'm okay with him wasting his turn hitting Elspeth. Because, yeah. Maybe he goes for the Phoenix now. You've done your job. Recruitment Officer, it's outside of mono red aggro removal range. So he's using that.
Even my new strength isn't enough.
Not sure why you aren't attacking with the etchings, but I'm all down with that, mate. Yeah. I mean, sure. Abso-freaking-lutely. El Veterano. We don't need 2 Gobakhans. Is there anything more appealing to me than beating against mono red with my, like, little tribal soldier deck? Honestly, not much. Spadoink! +2/+2 protection from blue and black. Okay. Good game, matey. Just not quite enough.
Have faith.
To really put a nail in the coffin here.
To the skies.
Bye-bye. Oh! Skadoosh bags. In your face. Alright, 37 minutes in. Not quite at the 45-minute mark, but I think we've seen enough of this. Aggressive little soldier deck. Yeah, I think that's enough. We've done everything. We showcased all the things that the deck can do. We didn't get to actually click on the -7 for the Elspeth's ulti, but it was gonna happen, and so that's good enough for me. So yeah, jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts continues to be incredible. Like Siege Veteran, Dust Legion Duelist, oh, Archangel. Is it worth the 3 of? Would we be better off doing something like this? Maybe. Would it really make a huge difference? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it as it is because I like to play new cards, and I'm a huge fan of Archangel Elspeth. It's a great planeswalker, super good design space. A quick stats for you guys on Untapped. I know you like those. Sorry I forgot the other day with my Rakdos brew. Oh, Golgari aggro. Don't look at that. It's coming tomorrow. $13 for 5, 72%. Let's make that visible for you all to go enjoy. Of course, you can always find the links to my Untapped down there in the description, alongside all of my other links, Patreon, Twitter, Discord, community, all that jazz, down in the description. Go give me a follow on all those things, would really help me out. But yeah, as you can see, the deck is still really good. I had a bit of a bad run here last night. I can't remember. I was very tired. But yeah, tonight looking great. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, kindly consider giving me a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe. I will be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, This is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.